Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Everspace 2 where we're being attacked by low-level terrible outlaws for reasons that I don't understand and I know they don't understand. And I guess let's just knock this out real quick here. Yeah, that'll do it. Problem solved. Gee, thanks for helping me, quote-unquote elite G&B fighters. I don't know what I would have done without you. Your wreckage becomes drone parts. Everybody's wreckage becomes drone parts. Okay, anyway. We were here to do a thing. We want to get to... I guess Prescott Starbase is next. Let's head out to Union through the Cedo Transit Gate. We have a fair amount of material, not all of which we're actually going to sell in this next region. But yeah, we should be able to make some decent money while making our path for future trade runs even more efficient. And then at some point, you know, we're going to connect to the rest of the galaxy or whatever. This stuff will all matter eventually. All right now it's just we're just going a long way out of our way so that we don't have to go so far out of our way in the future. Who is it? Ugh, these redeemers just non-stop with these assholes. Wow, that was through his shields, one shot. This is a pretty okay weapon, in my opinion. Alright, let's head out to Torn Station. Actually, it looks like we have a couple of different points here, because Torn and Prescott. Let's go to Torn first. It is right there. That's a distress call that I probably should have taken. Whatever, it's fine. I'm sure they'll be okay. This is a highly trafficked area. I can't imagine there being any effects about diffusion of responsibility that would possibly lead to them being in any sort of long-term danger in a place like this. It's simply unimaginable. Okay. Maybe we can just all stop harassing me now.
Is now connected with my steadily growing network of spatial bypass locations.
I would still rather the tried and tested means of trusted jump gate travel.
Oh my god, shut up.
Conservative viewpoint, Hive. Nothing changes without risk.
The thing is, like, if you've just built that thing, it is 100% certain that the next thing you want to do is leave the location, right? You're building a thing that helps you get in and out of locations more effectively. So they know that the next thing you want to do is leave that location. And yet they put in dialogue that prevents you from doing so. Just, like, out of spite? I don't know. If that dialogue were, like, good or interesting or funny, or if it serves some purpose, I might, but why? Why do it this way? Deeply bizarre. Okay, so this is just like a spot I'd not been to before with a gate that we had not used. I mean... This is that wormhole. Yeah, it's worth getting out here. Since we're going to be potentially able to put down a fast travel out here, right? We can just tie it all to the network. So we have a location challenge now. Yeah, we can throw down a thing. Well, and then we'll just come back here. I'm going to, I guess, take on this location challenge. Let's go ahead and do this, and then we'll get back to what we were doing since we're here. This area has a really cool, spooky vibe that I am definitely into. Is there a place to dock over here?
Seems like that's it for now.
Seems like maybe not. Okay, well, let's see what this is about at least. Whatever shall I do? How will I survive? Okay, my primary weapon overheated. That's inconvenient.
Nice shot.
Thanks. I mean, I don't have to shoot very accurately at all for these weapons to do their thing. The flat cannon certainly benefits from some accuracy, though, I suppose. Okay, can everybody back the fuck up? I EMP'd. It didn't have as much of an effect as I was hoping it would. Aurelia bombers, huh? Alright. Can I get around the shield with the thermo? Oh, maybe I'll just drop the shield. Speaking of shields.
Down one. Cross another one off.
Here's my own shield. Alright. Easy. Earned ourselves another mainframe component. Plus a little bit of cash, a little bit of extra value here. I have turned all of the coalition stuff hostile. Seems like that's maybe not the most ideal. But on the other hand, I got a new ship module out of the deal, so who's to say it wasn't worth it? All right, we'll just remove all these turrets here. Coalition turrets just arbitrarily shooting at the freelancers for some reason. I think they want me to feel bad about this, but I'm not going to. I did not do this. The base security going haywire, that is on the designers.
Embrace my frustration. Seems like you're asking for it.
Weird to have a guy call us up on the comms and just shout, "Embrace my frustration." So far, this sector has been very strange. In any case, we're just going to do this thing real quick. We will come back here to do more stuff later. Well, hold on. They're going to want me to like participate in challenges and stuff. We're going to have a system mastery mission for this area, right? Actually, no.
Fooled you.
Did you? Am I the one who was fooled here? Okay, well, I guess that's pretty much that. I mean, there's stuff going on. We could go fight, but I don't know, like, what the utility of that would be. There's probably not anything terribly interesting going on there if the whole point of the area is just that we got fooled by somebody's signal beacon. There we go. Okay, now it exists. 6 location challenges, 2 high-risk areas. No distress calls. It's weird that it says we're on... Hold on. Was it just not updating properly? We should be... Yeah, I was going to say, we should have 1 location challenge finished. And, you know, it's not a... These challenges are not a bad source of money. Boy, that star looks hot. Looks a little hot for us to be that close to it. Alright, so first of all, it looks like it'll be real quick to put this in place. Good, good, good. That's cool, and we'll deal with that presently.
Keep it up.
All right. So these enemies definitely have better stats than the enemies that we've been fighting in other locations, even though their visible level isn't as high. You know, this is probably about the same level as the stuff we've been fighting in other areas. Okay, seems like maybe we're all calming down now. Maybe I can focus on my missions. There's coalition fighters out there, whatever. They seem to have it under control.
Try breathing in space.
So, another one of these, which I assume is going to end up working pretty much the same way. There's waves of incoming. Ooh, 6 this time. Alright, we're going to be selling off a lot of this extra gear.
Intercepted.
Yeah, like the weird ghost enemy effect that keeps happening, I'm not really sure what to make of that.
There can't be many more. There will always be more. Always.
Alright, some of the elites do take an awful lot of effort to put down. I'll give them that.
Good shot.
Frost shield drones. Interesting. Trying to like directly hit something while they're all still close together, so we get the big supernova explosion.
Well executed.
So these guys have some interesting like elemental effects. They cause this overheat, whatever it is that they're doing. And I can't quite tell what the frost shield's doing, but at the very least it looks cool. You know what, let's not absorb any of that nonsense. Okay, this we don't really need. These we can just combine. That gets us a cargo slot for selling something. Ooh, wow, that thing is way more valuable than the other thing, and this will just dismantle. Alright, there we go. We're taking pretty good chunks out of this thing. Hit it with the Annihilator virus. Ooh, the thermogun does not focus on the small parts of the ship even when you lock them. That's interesting. This stuff's not super valuable. I'll just scrap it. Okay, it does feel like I'm being told that I've defeated all waves a little prematurely, doesn't it? Because we're still fighting the waves. Oh, whatever. Okay. That is a location challenge complete. A thing built. And you're probably... That's a lot of extra plating. Gains 1% increased hit points per 10,000 credits owned. Okay, so that's why the HP is so high, because we're carrying a bunch of money. That's funny. I do like this 8% repair per kill, I have to be honest with you. I think I'm going to sell this. So let's scrap a couple of grays. We'll just take these things on board to sell. There's something to be said for disassembling this, even though it's very valuable. Just because the Starforged component, or Star Warped, you know what I'm talking about. The thing we get from dismantling it is the thing we need to make our own high-tier gear. Let's see, what's... this is not very valuable. Scrap that, grab that, then... I think maybe get out of here, but that's a blueprint, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and I don't necessarily want to spend a bunch of time in this area right now. I just thought it was worth installing the thing. Although I guess it might be worth, you know, it is probably worth sticking around here and checking out locations until we find a place to buy and sell stuff, so that we can see what the goods prices in the sector are. So let's have a look at our star map. What have we pulled so far? We've not really flown very close to anything, but that's a starport. We've been told that that's a starport. So that should make things pretty easy. We're not stopping for randos. Also, we haven't been in all the sectors yet. Okay, there's this unknown region over here. That'll be easy enough to do. And we'll have to hit it as we're getting our location completions. So we'll get there. We'll get it all done eventually. Gosh, I forgot what flying places at normal speed was like. Terrible, terrible, terrible stuff. All right, hopefully they really like seeds here. Ah, a race gate.
Coalition HQ, state your business.
I'd like to inquire about the well-being of some young horags on your station.
Well, well, look what the cat dragged in. Aren't you Adam Roslin?
Sort of.
The one and well, yes.
That stunt you pulled on Avonrest brought down Okar heat on the Coalition, which we could have done without.
Oh, yeah. Look, sorry, but that was Maddox. I think I remember you.
I am Ming Yun. I command the Coalition, or what's left of it.
Look, I'm just trying to do a favor for an old friend. Do you happen to know any of the offspring of a horag named Elec?
Of course. Emek and Enik especially, they're total goofballs. My own kids love them. You can tell Elec they're all doing fine. I can't vouch for the general future of our station, however.
What do you mean?
The Coalition is walking a tightrope, and I fear our position here is hanging by a thread.
I feel I owe you guys for all the trouble Maddox caused earlier. If there was something I could do...
We could use any help we could get. Tell me, have you ever heard of the Zurilia gang?
Should I have?
Dregs of the colonial fleet abandoned here after the Okar War. They've managed to survive in the geothermal plant of a lava planet, looting the occasional automated cargo, which we can tolerate so long as they leave our bases alone. But now, the Zurilia scientists have developed a signature bomb which we have no defense against.
So they've become a threat.
Possibly. If we could just get our hands on one of these bombs, we could examine it and assess the magnitude of the threat.
If I was to try to pocket one for you, where would they be found?
Deep inside their base. The bombs come forward to a drone. Get a drone out of there and program it to deliver it to us. Just, you know, make sure it's not armed.
Sounds too easy. There has to be a catch.
The Zurilia's HQ is well defended, but our spies have reported a back way in that's unguarded.
Why would they leave it unguarded?
Because it's inside a volcano.
Ah, and there's the catch.
I can't send any of my own people. If Zurilia finds out we were involved, that would provoke them into action.
I'll undertake the task. I'm not one to leave my friends' kids in danger.
Deliver us the drone, and then we might take a different opinion of you.
Okay, I don't actually care about your opinion of me, but let's see what you have for sale here. Okay, that kind of stuff. Nanofibers sell very well. Seeds sell very well. Okay, this is wonderful news. I think we'll go ahead and take this price on nanofibers. That's very compelling. The small arms and the solar panels, not so much. And I am just going to sell off a bunch of... Yeah, that's 16,000 credits. That's a reasonable sale. Should I actually be looking at this stuff and making sure it's not an improvement? Yeah, maybe. I could see why you might say a thing like that. Oh, turns out mining equipment's pretty valuable here as well. Ramen, not so much. Okay. And then, the question for you. Okay, Earthwine, a little too expensive in this area to just go purchasing it. Okay, what you have that is cheap is medicine. That is a good price on medicine. Okay, I think we're good. I don't actually care about her jobs or whatever. Is any of this stuff interesting? No, not really.
Hey, Alec, it's me. Hey, Adam, Ben repaired the ice cream machine. It's delicious.
That's great. Look, I visited the Coalition and Ming Yun reassured me that your children are doing great. I just need to make sure things stay that way.
Okay, that doesn't sound reassuring at all.
Can you tell me anything about a Zurilia gang that's been hounding the Coalition?
Those guys? A thorn in the backside of the Drake system. Their boss, Admiral Zealous, is a bloodthirsty maniac who thinks it was a mistake to sign a treaty with the Okar. You're not getting mixed up with them, are you, buddy?
I'm just paying them a little visit. I'll be careful. If I can help neutralize some bombs they've apparently developed, I might be able to provide some lasting security for all the little X.
You're the best, Adam.
Welcome back to the racing, mon ami.
Hey, Maurice. Gotta follow up on your story. You put a hit out on this Ross Adamski guy. You can't leave me hanging there.
I suppose. Well, I put out a hit on this pretender to my throne. However, I was, how you say, rumbled.
You mean like found out? How? How so, Maurice?
The moderators discovered my plans, and I was given a lifetime ban. My kingdom obliterated from the surface.
Somebody snitched.
Wow. After you put so much work into it. I'm sorry, Maurice.
Now please, join the race or leave me be. I need a moment to compose myself.
Okay, so we've reached the end of his story. We must be pretty close to the last race. Wow. 2-minute bronze time, huh? This could be quite a long track. Well, this is neat. Whatever, I'll just take the 10-second loss. Rather than trying to maneuver back. The key is to never attempt to slow down and correct your trajectory. Just go faster in the correct direction. You don't slow down to make a turn, you make the turn, and then you boost real hard at the end of it. The straightening out of your vector will solve all of your other problems. Wow, we almost made silver. First time out while skipping a ring. That's pretty cool. Okay, anyway, we did that. We could try to interact with all of the stuff that's going on here, but I am not going to do that. What we're going to do instead is keep working that fast travel network. Nope, not the gate. The research station. I just reflexively hold shift while flying around in space. It's a thing that I have developed over 30 hours of this game. And it's weird. It's weird when nothing happens. It'll be cool to, check this area out and discover all the fun stuff that's going on and have a region to do mastery in again. But in a minute. We're not quite there yet. Also, I like the ominous music in this place.
I see a lot of signs suggesting this is a contested hotspot.
Yeah, thanks, Adam. You should become a detective. Alright, where we really want to go is in Zharkov. So I guess it doesn't really matter which one of these we take right now. Oh, except that we want to install a fast travel at Prescott still. Right, so we definitely want to go this way. And now we know where they value seeds very highly.
That is amazing.
So far as a recently evolved primate mind can experience it, I suppose.
The drones are already killing something. They are bloodthirsty little monsters. They find something to do real fast. All right, back to Prescott. I suppose we can respond to a little bit of distress.
We're under fire!
Ooh, I love a good battle.
GP management really sent you out here with no backup?
I'll be the first to shoot him down.
Alright, well, that's going to make things easier. Shoot down their missiles. Alright, who else needs attention? Ooh, let's open up one of these. Alright, my drones will probably win the rest of the fight by themselves, but I suppose we can keep helping.
Another wave!
Ah!
They're bailing out!
Okay.
We've won!
Yeah, we did all right.
Yeah, that was definitely a big team effort. Good work, everyone. Let's have a look at the signal decoder. Okay. That's pretty high value as a sale, but also... Oh, there can only be 5 high-risk areas per system. Am I allowed to banish, like, the older ones? Or would I have to do... Yes, I can discard them. Okay, because we must have some high-risk areas that are, like, really, really under our level now. Or maybe they keep scaling up with you or something. Well, I'm going to drop this one. And we'll spawn that in. And... back to the thing we were doing. This was a worthwhile stop off, I think. Still looking for another generator, another signal decoder to pop up with the G&B allies trait, because I think that would probably allow us to get the rest of our that one challenge completed. And I don't even really know what the value of it is, but I know there's a whole bunch of credits attached. And you know how I feel about that.
A new spatial bypass location to add to the network.
Leaving possibly unstable miniature wormholes throughout the cluster may come back to haunt you at a later point.
I can't imagine. What are you talking about? Alright. I mean, I probably should repair my hull. It turns out the hull does matter a little bit. Let us sell things. Okay, so. Nothing really moves here at very high value. But we can sell off some random garbage we picked up. And yeah, that's stuff I want to hold on to. Okay. Small arms and ramen, please. I guess liquor before ramen. Let's make sure we can take all of the higher yield stuff first. All right, then we still have 25 cargo slots remaining, so let's hit some of the other platforms. Love to just have a place marked black market very clearly on the map. That's sort of interesting, I guess. I'm not going to bother with that. Oh, wow. Okay, you have a lot of signal decoders. Unfortunately, none of them are terribly interesting. I will take big crates full of small arms and clothing. Medicine's valuable. Take the medicine. Seeds sell reasonably well here. And ramen. Okay, and a lot of that stuff packs really, really tightly. This one's level 25 at least. That's kind of interesting. But I don't think I'm gonna take any of these. Alright, let's hit another platform. But I gotta remember, the black market is the place to come for signal decoders specifically. That's actually a really nice kind of shop to have. Oh, there's no real shop here.
I'm no outlaw.
So, are you a customer now?
No. Actually, I found the other vaults.
And you plundered them too?
I only took what was lying around unclaimed.
Oh, well, that's it. I sell my store.
Don't you have any vaults with actual customers left?
No, those were the last ones that were rented out. But they didn't pay their dues in a long time. They could all be dead for all I know.
I'm sorry about that.
You know what? Maybe this is a good thing.
How so?
I should have closed this business a long time ago. A new start is far overdue.
Any ideas already?
I'm not sure yet, but maybe a new heavy force trigger mechanism is the key to future success. Or the ability to fire at multiple targets fast enough to alternately rotate the lock.
Wow, you're like one of those ideas men, all fired up with optimism.
That's because I am an ideas man. Please go. I must think. Take this as a token of my gratitude and leave me to plan my next adventure in capitalism.
Ugh. Okay, I mean, I stopped off here for 3,500 credits. We've done worse. I'm gonna worry about the secure container some other time. Alright, what about this freelancer hangar up here? They probably have some goods to sell. Yeah, here we go. More guns. This is what the galaxy needs. It's for everybody to be better armed. Alright, some medicines, some liquor. Looks like we're going to run out of inventory space pretty soon here. Alright, there should be at least one more. Yeah, the G&B office. We can cap out our partial stacks here. Alright, so this stuff stacks to 20. So I could drop a stack of ramen. Right, the ramen will sell for 50 times 30, so that's like pretty good. This stuff will sell for like 100 times 20. Ah, whatever. Let's just finish out the stacks. I'm not gonna bother. Fill up all of the partial stacks that we... Okay, is my ramen actually all the way full? Do you have medicine? You don't have any medicine, so we do have a partial stack of medicine still. But it's a decent chunk. It'll be fine. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's worth just replacing with clothing. Yeah. Just this stack. So we can take a full stack of clothing at a very similar price. Okay. Let's get out of here and go build some more fast travel points, shall we? So we need to take Cartwright's Wake. I guess I'm not stopping for that one. Listen, we got critically important cargo to deliver here. They do, with the density of the signals and everything, they do a good job of making this sector feel much more populated than many of the others. I appreciate that. So I think we have one fast travel thing to pop up in this next sector. And then... Wait, is that only 4 total? Well, whatever. We'll figure it out. Does it seem like when we're like actually trying to get stuff done, distress calls are way, way, way more frequent?
We're being attacked!
Alright, I'm on it. Well, that was simple. You guys good?
I think we're clear. Thanks a lot for your help.
Yeah, that was reasonable. It is very fun to fire this flat cannon at like a big ship with drone escorts or a tight cluster of enemies, like basically just warping in, and have the whole group just evaporate. So we'll hit this. Okay, no, this was the last one of these that I had budgeted for. We'll hit this. We'll stop off at a place to sell things real quick.
Zarkov can now be added to the list of spatial bypass travel locations.
Why would you ever wish to return here?
The scenery, Hive. Just look at this place.
Purely a matter of subjectivity.
You have no appreciation of aesthetics. You're missing out. That was the last one. For now.
You mean there will be more?
If I had my way, we just need to see what Kala can rustle up.
If there is an afterlife, as some humans used to believe, expect yours to be an eternity of classic-era physicists lining up to slap you across the face.
You know, that was at least an attempt at humor. I'll let that one go a little bit. Alright, so... we'll just swing through the mining colony here real quick. But first, level up perks. 30% of damage is reflected. A critical hit chance when attacking enemies whose movement is impaired. That's interesting. Or gain 5% increased secondary weapon damage. Resets when taking damage. I guess retaliation. It's a little boring. It's pretty straightforward. Exploitation is definitely interesting, but I don't know that we have the right tools to take advantage of it right now. And then we'll like go and move the plot forward a little bit or whatever. Since we are right here. Wait, where am I relative to the... It didn't bring us in... Oh no, it did bring us in pointed at the thing. I just didn't see the icon, or it wasn't there, or something. Okay, so y'all would certainly take these cybernetic implants at a pretty sweet markup. The solar panels we definitely want to sell up here. We know they're not super valuable in the next sector. The clothing and everything, I believe all of the rest of this stuff does sell better in Kite. Even the medicine, which is at 62 here. Oh shoot, I should... But I should refill the slots that are empty, right? At least we should see if they have stuff that's worth refilling them with. Okay, they don't, really. Well, I should have looked in the first place. Alright, let's head over here, have our story moment, and then actually use the jump gate to head through and get stuff worked out. Financially speaking.
Well, here we are. Let's see what the commissioner has to say about all this.
Adam, I must admit I have some trepidation about how events appear to be escalating.
As far as I can make out, Hawk is here in a diplomatic and intelligence capacity. We just need to get the word out to keep the peace.
Looks like we're missing a battery for whatever this is.
Now what took you so long, Roslyn? I thought you knew how to navigate the DMZ.
You haven't been straight with me about the mission you sent me on, to the lunar colony.
Well, my mission here is over, and I have no further assignments for you, unless you want to make yourself useful for once and give me something this massage droid cannot.
Excuse
Damn
me?
it, Hawk. We know about the sacred comet, and we know its trajectory. You sent me to check how close Blakemore was to finding it.
Any violation of the comet of Eshahar would result in the end of any toleration between our races.
Yes, I know. Spare me the lecture. Traitor Tareen, the Okar warrior who wanted to be a cleric. Another anomaly of the DMZ. What strange bedfellows you two make. The Okar consider you an outcast. Why do you care whether we go to war?
I may have pursued a life of religious contemplation, but I would still fight to protect peace. The return of Eshahar and the discovery that it is in danger has reawakened my sense of commitment to my faith and my people.
Interesting. And you obviously found Mr. Roslin receptive to your concerns. If it wasn't for you, I'd leave this godforsaken place once and for all. But I also hate unfinished business. And perhaps I underestimated you from the very beginning. Okay, let me fill you in on some of the details. By all appearances, you have found the comet before Blakemore. Unfortunately, the Okar are also aware of his activities. They are preparing a preemptive strike against GMB's lunar colony.
That would trigger a war.
Indeed. And as it happens, you have found me after appraising the Federal Council of the situation. and they have resolved, quite disappointingly, to let affairs play out on their own. I asked to parley with Emissary Sareth in order to buy time and allow me to handle G&B myself. However, communications have suddenly ceased. There is a sub-faction of Okar hardliners agitating for war. My suspicions lead me to believe that they have something to do with this.
I get the feeling you have the need for another covert operation.
You and Tareen might be the key to solving this impasse. It's not like I can go in with a fleet cruiser, guns blazing. This would get me the leverage I need to stop Blakemore. As previously agreed, you would receive full amnesty. You get to keep your base, and you gain free passage out of the DMZ.
Tareen, what do you think? You up for this?
I do not expect to receive much welcome from my kind. I am the errant example that spawnlings are warned of.
You're still an Okar. Even if I reach the emissary, he has no reason to listen to me. But together, might just be curious enough to hear us out.
Perhaps. Of course, whether we can reach the emissary alive is another question.
Well, you know, why don't I just go down there and blow up that G&B base and kill Blakemore myself? G&B could declare war on me. They're already kind of doing it. It's not a big deal.
Hardliners. They call themselves Okar Prime. They seek to reclaim all space lost by the arrival of the Colonials. Any opportunity to trigger a new war would suit their purposes perfectly. Their sentiments do not reflect those of the Okar majority, however, who are happy to remain in a separated peace.
And Tareen's ship is cool. We should get one of these. Alright, so we will be headed through that gate. Just a moment here. Let me go see what the deal is with this thing that is marked as perhaps the final secret of the area. So we need a battery, but we know not for what, and we don't have any idea where there might be such a battery. Alright, well, are there any other large bits of wreckage, I would guess, would be the place to look? Aha. I do appreciate stuff like this. Like the places that things are concealed in the world. They've done good work to make sure everything makes it, if not like is verisimilitudinous, at least like makes a kind of verisimilitudinous sense, so that it is possible for you to use your human powers of deduction to solve the little locational puzzles. That stuff's cool. That said, this is not very valuable. I guess I should have taken that. We could have sold that. Okay, there we go. Location completed. Cool. Not that it is of super high value for that to have occurred at this point. Why exactly is it that I need to go to Ancient Citadel anyway? This is our plan? Do we have a plan? This is just what we're doing?
God damn it, Adam. What's taking you so long? I got Maddox breathing down my neck, and he is kicking up a stink.
Hey, Delia, the commissioner sent us to make contact with the Okar about the situation. Sit tight. I'll keep you posted. These are not sticky or ugly for a change.
Transparently so.
Remind me the next time I'm offered a task, I only do non-slimy things.
If only you would listen.
Crossing jellyfish off the list.
This isn't one of our things to scan, right? No, despite the fact that it is a bizarre, unique object. Our science friends have no interest in it. All right, you know what? Actually, we managed to emerge from that pointed directly at the Accra trading station. That'll do just fine. Ow. Okay. Some minor issues on approach there, I guess. All right, good prices. So the we had 64 for the clothing here. Yeah, it's worth selling stuff here. Decent prices on liquor, good prices on medicine. Okay. We have divested ourselves fully. Let's just tap everything back up to the top here. And 239,000. We're like halfway to a new ship. Oh, did I? Hold on. I didn't actually look at their inventory, which I probably should. Nothing super interesting. We could buy solar panels at not a very good price. No, okay. I think we are, in fact, good to get out of here. Let's go hit the boost chamber. Whee! I have no idea what the utility of that is. I guess it gets you clear of the rocks really fast, which is kind of I don't know. You could probably make your star jump from the location of the boost chamber as long as you're not pointed directly at any of the rocks. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the value of that is.
Looks fairly official. Must be the emissaries.
Indeed, it bears the holy insignia.
And those force field emitters don't look very peaceful to me.
That must be the work of the aforementioned Okar Prime. The Commissioner's suspicions have been proven correct.
Hailing clerical corvette. This is a colonial delegation on a diplomatic mission.
Your authority, your treaties, your lies, and your filthy presence have no place here.
We only wish to speak with Emissary Sareth. We come on behalf of Commissioner Hawk bearing a request.
There will be no negotiating. Turn back and keep to your own affairs. You have been warned.
We won't leave until we've delivered our message.
If your request was death, then we shall be sure to make you satisfied.
Okay, but it wasn't though. And you know that it wasn't, so.
While I figure out a way through this force field.
You can count on me, Adam.
Okay, that's not really doing any damage.
What if we got a signal out to the Okar authorities to let them know a high-ranking official has been taken hostage?
They would react, certainly. Perhaps this is a sensible course of action.
Well, can't contact them myself. Hive, are you able to access the Corvette's comm system?
It appears that it has been disabled. I detect disconnected comms tech floating in the vicinity. If you wish to reactivate the comm system, collect all the associated parts. I will highlight them for you once the force field is down.
Okay, yeah. We can use all the help we can get. Even if it's Okar authorities.
Alright, well these claws are easy enough to remove. And you know, I'm trying not to actually like kill any Okar in the working of my duties here. But I can't vouch for what my drones are up to. No, don't fly into the explosions, you fools. Yeah, it's weird how that's doing literally no damage. I wonder why. Does great damage once they're off the ship. So weird.
Their tactics I recall from my own training. They fight bravely, but lack the broader experience that I have accumulated in the DMZ.
Come on. There we go. One more. It turns out this thermogun does generate an awful lot of movement impairing effects.
The force field's down. I can try to repair the comm system now.
Okay. Let's plug this back in. Oh, okay. Apparently that bit snaps in on that side. There we go. This is a little goofy, but whatever. At least it's gameplay.
The Corvette's comm system is functional again. It now needs to be powered up. I will use your booster's energy to power up the system. You must remain close in order for this to work.
Okay. These things come over here, they will regret having done that. Yep, probably a good idea to just back off then. No? Do we not agree on this? I told you. So we have committed a couple murders in the commitment of this message thing here. I think probably making them a lot less likely to listen to us.
I have accessed the system and dispatched an emergency broadcast.
This is like the old days of analog.
You take a weakling's approach by summoning the authorities to your aid.
They're disengaging. This is our chance to get on board.
Is it? Is that what we're doing? Okay.
Corvette, do you read me? We are on a diplomatic mission and request access to the emissary.
It appears that we must force entry. It may be that the hardliners still have control of the Corvette.
Or that you have, like, very much misapprehended this situation.
You brought a stick to a gunfight? These are dangerous extremists we're taking on here, Tareen.
This part must be done the way of the old warrior code. Do not harm the ones in robes, and stay behind me. Careful. Best keep your blaster holstered.
I am seeing a side of you I never knew, Tareen.
Okar never forgets his training.
You are the traitor we've heard of. The one who left the brood to become a menial merchant to the humans.
I have become something you cannot understand. And now I will not allow you to stand in the way of peace with the humans.
The talk of a coward. You want to settle this the traditional way, after you abandon your chosen path.
I am my own master. You are but a slave to the warrior code.
I see before me such things as I could not have foreseen.
Your Eminence, I am Tareen, and this is my companion, Adam Roslin.
Tareen, of course. I am familiar with your story, so you have decided to return to us?
Not exactly. We have come bearing a message from Commissioner Hawk of the Colonial Fleet.
Eshahar is under threat from the humans.
The Comet is under threat from rogue agents who do not represent us. The Commissioner sent us to plead for more time before an Okar intervention. She sends assurances that this problem can be solved internally among us Colonials.
You are known to us too, Adam Roslin. Indeed, we have encountered you a number of times in quite a variety of contexts. Tell me, why do you care about the Okar, of whom you have killed so many?
Even just moments ago.
Peaceful elements to your society. I have just never met them before.
And of Eshahar, what do you know?
I have learned from Tareen that it is sacred to you.
Sacred, indeed. The spirits of our ancestors are embedded in its ancient stones. Twice in each generation they pass to share their visions of the past, present, and future. But perhaps you know this. Perhaps you have been touched by Eshahar. Tareen, I commend you and your friend for your noble interference. It was timely. Relay to the Commissioner that the Grand Master shall be informed. And we shall stay our hand, at least for the time being. And Tareen, should you ever wish to return to us, a clerical vocation is still open to you.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
We will resolve this. You have my word.
Yeah, so actually he's not an outcast at all, and it turns out that even the boring ideas that they come up with, they can't really commit to, because nobody cares about their story less than they do.
Our shared history. And thanks to the signal you sent, the authorities will be here shortly. I have informed them of your great assistance.
It was an honor to be of service.
And an honor to meet you. I'll need to update Hawk on the situation. Commissioner Hawk, do you read me?
Oh, we're just gonna... Okay, alright.
Good news, Mr. Roslin.
Your suspicions were correct about hardliners being the reason for the emissary's radio silence. He was being held hostage. We were able to free him, and he has not been harmed.
This suggests tensions between the Okar castes are intensifying, and could sour already strained relations.
For the time being, we've been given assurance that the order will be issued not to attack G&B, as long as G&B do not attempt to touch the Comet. The Grandmaster's proclamation on this should guarantee that none will cross that line.
I hope so. Although we should not presume to test the Okar's toleration further. G&Bs still need to be brought to heel to prevent conflict.
Mission objective, undock.
Okar units incoming.
Those are the regular Okar units we summoned. The authorities.
Yeah, we know, Tareen.
I will be escorted back to the Okar expanse. Godspeed, and may your mission be crowned with success for the sake of Eshahar.
Wait, why did they portal in? Like, to escort... If all it was going to happen was he was just going to portal back to there, couldn't they just wait for him in the spot that... Okay. It's like, why open the portals to come through to open the portals to go back through?
There was nothing we could do to stop him. He took Eduardo, too.
Damn it, Maddox. He's gonna ruin everything. Just hang tight. We'll come back to base and we'll sort this out.
Again, none of the financial stuff. Like, there's no reason for Maddox to care so much about the comet that he might do something crazy, because we have this teleportation technology now. This solves every one of our financial problems. Even if we don't, like, sell it, even if we just keep it to ourselves, we could just use it to, you know, outmaneuver everyone else in the galaxy on trading.
Shadow creatures.
Oh.
Fast little bastard. What can you tell me about them?
In what way is it a fast? It's literally stationary.
Each being is a sentient colony of UV-averse polyps. What it feeds on, or how it reproduces, are two of the greatest mysteries of extraterrestrial biology.
Well, that's what we have scientists for, I suppose.
The scan was successful.
Another one for the collection.
Adam seeing this thing and shouting "fast little bastard" is like absolutely the apex of their world building. Okay, well, I mean, while we're here, we may as well go see what this is as well. Hold on, I can grab that. Should I be grabbing that? Find another creature. Like, in the sense that this one's not good, or you're coming with me, nerd. Okay, there's another shadow creature here. Ah. Did it just... Okay. So are we helping them mate? Is that the idea? I guess we have to be like real fast here. I wonder if this ship is up to the task. Oh, there's not a way through this rock. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's just go back to the reset point then, because this thing's going to break free pretty quickly, right? Maybe this one's less ornery. Yeah, this one seems less ornery. Okay, so... What is the... The creature returned. Okay. Somehow, the shadow creature returned. This one does seem a little bit less reactive, though. So maybe this is the idea. We grab this one and take him to the other one. Oh! Right, it's the light. It's when you drag him out into the light. You see how he changed shape? Yeah, okay, no, that makes sense. He doesn't want to be... It doesn't want the direct light of the star on it, of course. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So how do I maneuver you to the other one without getting into the light? Because that other rock is... Okay. We can stay in the shadow up here. We just go high enough in this cavern. This is kind of a cool task, actually. Figuring out how to maneuver this thing around without putting it in the light. That's clever. Is this gonna work? Maybe I need to go further around. Because I think there's too much light there. This big purple cavern seems to extend in the wrong direction. Yeah, I don't think this is right. But we're definitely going to cross into the light over here. Shit. Okay? Okay, yeah, this works. Here you go, friend. Found a mate. It's weird how that is conveyed entirely in just like short messages directly from like the game level mechanics narrator. It shows that they do know how to do that, and they do think it's fine to do it without all the extra text and everything. So I'm not really sure. Whatever. This is a bizarre thing that we have stumbled upon here. Thank you, Supravision. All right, with that, I think we're gonna call it there. I think that's gonna be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, I have no idea what's going on, but I bet it's gonna involve a pretty large amount of dialogue, and then we're gonna go to some new sectors, and we're gonna focus on gameplay for a while. And we'll see you then.